Welcome to another episode of That Arrow Show. Tonight, mid-season finale, the things we left behind. We're going to get into the good, we're going to get into the bad.
Why did Laurel show up? Laurel's the Laurel. Surprise.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But before we drink that rancid sewage water, let's get into the good. Does anyone have any good? I would like to start. Okay. And this episode of Arrow had the best flashbacks of any episode in this entire series. That's very. I think so, just because, if only because they hearkened. It was so much season 1 stuff. Although one of the things that falls short to me on that flashback, and not for bad reasons, is I'm sorry, season 5 Felicity can't look like season 1 Felicity again. She didn't got too thick.
They tried their best to hide all that ass.
Season 1 Felicity didn't work out. Season 5 Felicity is like, I gotta get Oliver back. Let's be real, the flashbacks weren't necessarily about basically predicting the theme of the episode or whatever. It was more or less giving us what we missed from the first season.
Another good for me has to be the death of Baby Hands.
Yeah.
We finally get this asshole scrub off the TV.
That was such a load.
He reminds me of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. You know, he has the fuzz because he can't quite grow the beard. And you know, they had
baby beard,
yeah, he had to paste that on.
His beard changed so much throughout the entire episode. Like that's poor editing on you guys' part. Poor editing, poor continuity. Y'all could have did better with that. Now I want to co-sign on your good because in the scene where he got captured, that was a generally well put together shot right there where Prometheus appeared in the shadows like that and then he snatched him up. And in my mind, I'm just wondering what kind of April O'Neil-esque death trap is he going to be put in where he's tied to a chair or over a pit of lava or something.
And I know how they try to set it up to kind of show how Curtis has progressed, that he could stay toe-to-toe for a second. But he's been the butt of the joke for the entire season. Go ahead and just let it go. And get rid of Mad Dog while you at it too. he still hasn't learned. There was a scene in there. He was like, "You know I ain't gonna listen.
Exactly.
You know what has happened to you because you don't listen."
Exactly. You were one of 3 people that have been a hostage this season. And what makes it so worse is this was after Oliver and crew found out that Prometheus knows who everybody is. So if you know that he knows who you are, and I think he already knew who Wild Dog was anyway because you got captured 5 episodes ago. But I digress. If he knows who everybody is, then he knows you're the brash one that doesn't listen. He probably got some shit for you because he know you're gonna do the opposite of what your leader tells you to do. But the bad that I had couched within your bad, I'm sorry, they need to maybe they don't need to recast Curtis' husband, because it don't look like he's going to be around anymore, but they need to recast him. One, they are mismatched as a couple. I don't believe their relationship. I don't believe Curtis was even in love with this dude in those scenes that I saw.
Tag me in. Because the whole time it looked like, man, I'm trying to dump you, so I go give me some of that Roy action.
It really did. You don't believe them as a couple because the melodramatic scenes with them, it was poorly acted.
And it's forced.
Yeah. Like that Curtis' husband's actor is a horrible actor. He is a horrible actor. And him trying to play off that makes him a horrible actor. And I'll say something else too. I don't have a problem with the let's give Curtis plot, but we went this entire season of him being Mr. Terrific, running out. Like, for real, everybody watching this video, how many of y'all forgot Curtis was married? For real, seriously, I forgot he was married until this episode. Like, you know how Diggle had, even though, to be fair, Diggle's the main character, Diggle had shit going on with his backstory this whole season up to this point. So when we get to the end and they got tracers on him, that's a culmination of shit all season. Curtis's culmination didn't match with what he was going through with this season, which was being sorry.
Because they surmised it up in literally 5 seconds.
Exactly. But there's a difference between why when shit happens to Diggle, it works and it hits us, and why when shit happens to Mr. Terrific, it doesn't. That's because they literally did not give us a reason to like Mr. Terrific. We've been saying this every episode that we've done this show, and how fucked up they made his character.
This usually goes to my Laurel, but after Oliver tells the team that, I feel like we need to break up the band because Prometheus said, everyone around me dies. So, but, I like that they all came together. It's like, no, we're not going to leave you. First thing he does is go see reporter, what's her face?
Exactly.
And
Average Becky.
I do not believe them. Like, we know.
You don't believe them as a couple.
Like, we know as viewers that she's just getting close to him because she's eventually going to expose
I don't believe her as a pretty woman.
Let me say this.
But
Thea, either get in the game or get out. There is no such thing as halfway crooks.
You can't keep fake retiring.
Either you there or you not. But you sticking around for these half-ass compliments. I'm not gonna fuck you, man. That's the only reason you there.
Or I'm gonna suit up, but I'm not gonna shoot a boat.
There is no, to quote Eminem, there is no such thing as halfway crooks.
Just hurry up and fuck Mad Dog. Live down to our expectations.
We've seen worse. She was with DJ Ninja Assassin. Mm-hmm. She was with Chet Beckham last season.
Jump back on your thing about when Oliver went in deep dived into that reporter. I think the most messed up part about that is the fact that, like, literally, it's so insensitive to Felicity.
It is.
Like, you just killed her little brother, and then you go out there. It's basically like saying Felicity can't have another boyfriend, but I can move on and fuck this random.
Which is weird story-wise. I mean, like, yeah.
It's weird, but it's classic. It's classic season 1 Oliver.
It is.
My bad. You split an arrow with a throwing star. So I know we're pretty much saying fuck physics.
That was last year cool enough for you?
I almost punched the TV. I was like, get the fuck
out of here. But since you own half-ass and the choreography and shit, that's another bad.
That was like,
like a carousel of fuck. I mean, this is the mid-season finale. You need to keep us invested.
Mm-hmm. Like, I get the flip and they was trying to set something up, but I wish it wasn't so telegraphed when we did it initially.
I'm gonna sit here and watch you do a court script for 5 minutes.
But you know why that?
If this was Mortal Kombat, he would have uppercut him.
Exactly. But let me tell you something. You know why that even fails as a story point? Okay, granted, they have not revealed Prometheus' identity yet.
It's either Merlin or Roy.
But my thing is, if you were gonna do something like that, follow up on it near the end of the episode. Don't let us take off the mask and there's a little boy underneath it.
No, they did reveal that he's what's his face son.
But is he though? Okay, let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna say reveal.
But let me ask you a question. Did that dude ever show up in season 1?
No. They created this backstory for us to watch.
Okay, fail. Fucking fail. Why do we care about this dude? And for me, I'm pissed that if it's actually that dude's son and not Tommy, like it should be Tommy. It should have been Tommy. It would be really fucked up if it was Roy Harper. That would be a fucked up twist.
But it'd be awesome.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely did. Yeah, I wouldn't like the idea of a new character being introduced to be a villain. Like, so far when it comes to villains, it's someone from his past.
New characters are fine, but make sure they're new right off rip. Don't set up this mystery and then it's a mystery. And then the mystery is someone we weren't going to figure out anyway because he never been on the fucking show before.
He never existed before this.
Exactly. At that point, it's not a mystery. You're just lying to us.
You just shoehorn it in. They were like, yo, you remember back in episode 1, the guy who brought the pie? What?
Turns out he was a Taekwondo master.
Exactly. And then like, and am I wrong or did I not understand like the science they went through to figure out this was this dude's son? Because they was like, here's a baby picture. 4 years ago, he could have learned Taekwondo from this chick in Russia. Okay, and you know what's so funny? The irony, we got good flashbacks this week, and it wasn't about the shit. It wasn't about the Russian shit, and you dropped that bomb, and this was the week you probably should have been doing the Russian flashbacks. The Russian flashbacks or whatever, none of that alluded to this chick that he talking about. We've been seeing Dolph Lundgren limp around all week. Okay, I know we had a lot of bad, but now we are about to get into the laurels. Oh my God, you've been go.
All right, my first Laurel.
That in an episode where a lot of shit just comes out of nowhere and not in a good way, not in a surprise way, not in a oh shit. When you think about it from 3 episodes ago, that makes sense. This comes fucking out of nowhere. Yeah,
like
they were desperate. They were fucking desperate, and you didn't have to be.
I got another Laurel. So we noticed how we didn't see Lila this episode, right? You know, because she's off running Argus.
Okay, let me say something about it. I did find it weird that we saw the baby, but not Lila.
First of all,
the baby had just came home from work. Yo, Pop, I made a paycheck today.
My point is, Argus doesn't exist.
No,
it really does.
Let's just stop pretending that it does.
Exactly. So let's break down why this reveal at the end sucks on a
Laurel level.
Yeah, on a Laurel level. She was in the episode last week. Granted, it was a dream illusion or whatever, but the point is, we just saw her last week. Every episode in this season so far, you made sure to drop her name as if she was some kind of important person or whatever. And then on one of the episodes, you even put that stupid butt ugly statue up with the 2 people watching it at that ceremony to further this let's remember Laurel and cry about her bullshit.
My thing is, why go through all that shit? You just don't bring her back like that.
Exactly. You should have never killed her.
Which brings me to another point. Another Laurel. Why did they mention Flashpoint so much in this episode?
Almost like they were trying to set it up.
They were harping on Flashpoint the entire...
They were setting this up.
For what?
So that the Lazarus pit or something never got destroyed or some horse shit like that. My Laurel is Ragman because he serves no purpose in this universe. All this shit that's going on, Ragman could have literally stopped in 5 seconds. Like the whole scene that went down with Artemis turning on them. Ragman could have stopped her and Prometheus on the spot.
Alright guys, that is that Arrow show for the night. So, mid-season finale means we're going on a break. We all gotta relax, let some of the laurels soak out of our system. Please like and subscribe our content. Go back and look at past episodes. See where all this shit is culminating. Maybe we fucked up. Maybe we mentioned something that isn't plausible or whatever. Also, watch all our episodes of I Got the Runs and look out for more content. Just because Arrow is off the air doesn't mean we just gonna sit on our assholes all day.
I will say this on a side note. You will tell you what I actually wanted to happen. So when Diggle rolled up in his house and all the guns was on him, I kind of wanted him to say scream Thug Life. Had that happened, I would have just dropped because I was like, can you imagine? It's all slow mo. A pigeon comes out. Diggle looks down. He got a picture of Diggle Jr. on a locket with Lila hugging him, and he goes, "I'ma miss you."
Diggle fun so big, he using the salmon ladder. The job feeder.
Daddy, what's this, Daddy?
We having Christmas dinner pop.
That motherfucker be looking at Mr. Trippy. Get your weight up. Get your weight up.
Curtis walk up in there, he just be hanging out like,
"Hey, Daddy.
why you ain't training? They gonna give me your suit, kick your ass off the team."
Bad Dog trying to get his rent check for next month. Because he gonna co-star in Friday After Next. Let's wrap this up. Because Ice Cube gave up. We bring you Bad Dog and Mike Epps in the Friday before last. Man, I gotta go protect my city.
Hey, man, where you wanna go?
What a rip on here. Cause you know I gotta give me some bitches tonight.
Hey, man, we gonna go make our real money.
And you know, I know this dude named Oliver, man. He crazy loaded.
Two Sips. Okay.